Oh yeah. I'm gonna play it on hardest mode, because why not? Oh, maybe I should, just right quick. I'm just gonna change my thing here to... No, stop! Tetris Attack. There we go. 0 viewers, yeah! There we go. Oh boy, this game moves way faster than Xardion, so I'm like, kind of like, disoriented by it. Whatever. Aw, man, almost got it. Hey. Take that, Lakitu. Now I'm gonna hold down the buttons and play as Lakitu. Haha! Ha 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 ha! I just get tired of the Yoshi noise. The saddle up noise. I much prefer, Lakitu's my dude. It's much more pleasant, I think. Just going with the hey. Typically, I need a lot more caffeine to play this well. But I guess the rush of already beating a game today has been my anti-drug. Or else I'm gonna start playing terribly now. Yeah. I'd love to get down to less than a minute on each of these guys. It's a pretty good speed run. Unfortunately, I've never really studied the concept of not only beating this game, but beating it quickly, because I can always beat it. But you really have to do well, like, in order to fool the enemy into not counterattacking, and then get those, like, 15-second wins, you know? 15 seconds or less. There's a strategy to it, though, because I've seen it in action. It's possible that I have the flippy chops to get this to work, but, yeah, just take dedication to the cause. Less than a minute on him, though. Will he beat the game in 6 more minutes? We shall soon find out. Jeez. I need to get on the offensive here because he's not attacking me, and that's bad. Oh man. Alright, whatever. Ah, yeah, that's looking good. Looking better, looking better. Yeah, yeah. Take all of it. Alright, I can just pile on the goods here. Oh wait, what am I doing there? I think I zoned out and just started doing whatever. Alright, that's good. I'm glad that battle's over now, because that one was starting to annoy me. Don't need these rounds to be lasting 2 minutes. It's too much. Whoops. Whatever. Alright. Finally, they're starting to bring it. However, I might have already lost. No. We're doing alright. Yes. That's good. That sucked. Whatever. Is this Star Stacker? This is Tetris Attack. Also known as Panel de Pon. Also, in some places, known as Pokemon Puzzle League. But this is, this version came out before Pokemon took it over. Yeah, I beat Xardion, so sorry to make you miss the ending there. It's a fast game. But, I mean, if you want, this is... I automatically highlight every video, so you'll be able to see at least the final boss battle, as it were. Worth it to see that freaky last boss. Yeah, basically, Panel de Pon was is a puzzle swapping game where, you know, you do puzzle combat and stuff. And the characters were all magical fairies. And Nintendo, you know, it's a first-party Nintendo game in Japan, and it was popular over there, so they brought it over here. And in doing so, they changed up all the characters into Yoshi's Island characters, since that game had come out recently, because they wanted to make it have a broader appeal. So they're like, it's Yoshi and all his friends in a puzzle game. So there's no real reason for Yoshi and the gang to be in this game. They just are, so it'll sell better. Oh man, I was ruined my combo there. That's fine. So the concept is pretty simple. Just match up 3 or more of these blocks, and in order to, you know, match up more than 3 or do combos where, like, you know, the falling blocks cause more blocks to break in order to send garbage blocks up to the opponent, which they must clear by moving by clearing adjacent stacks. I don't know how you would put it. English is hard sometimes. So it's all about just sort of being able to see the field and see what all you can do ahead of time, but in a very fast way. It's one of those easy to pick up, tricky to master kind of games. But I've seen people get really good at this game from being total beginners. I mean, myself included, but people like nowadays. So I know it's not too hard to master. I mean, it can't be. I'm good at it, so. Computer trying to get me to install more Divox. Thank you. Oh. I have 5 more stages before I totally beat the game. And if I don't lose, then I get the best ending. But if I do lose, then I still get the best ending because I'm not using Yoshi. Basically, you get the best ending by not playing as Yoshi and using a continue. Like, you can, any of the characters that you beat, you can then play as, especially in the final area. And, if they lose, you just lose them, and they're not part of the ending. But they only get, like, a couple of lines of dialogue each in the ending. But, so really, yeah, to get the true best ending, you have to have everybody live. But you get the credits in the end screen if you, and Yoshi is convinced that we're finally done, if you beat the game with him having not continued. I think we're poised for a pretty good victory here, though. Game just needs to give up on me now. Whoops. That's silly. I just need to stop making mistakes like that. I say like that, but anybody who doesn't know how to play this game is not going to see them, are not going to see the mistakes I'm making. If you could, then you're a very good person at finding, a very good person at finding mistakes. That is Raphael the Raven, sir. He is a boss in Yoshi's Island. So now I can have my guys fight for me. So that essentially gives me 8 continues before I lose the best ending. But I have infinite continues. But I'm hoping to not even use 1. I don't have much time left, so I kind of have to impose a limit on myself of 1 continue. If I don't get it in 1, then I'm just not going to get it this time. Some jerks tried to convince me that the line in the Ninja Turtles theme song is that he's cool but crude. Because they heard it that way, and so they decided that must be the correct way. But I'm like, that's not the correct thing. That is not what he says at all. He says cool but rude. And they're like, nope. And I'm like, yep. And then it just goes on like that for a long time. The computer player gives up after a while if you just keep assaulting them. Like, there's an easy way out of the traps, but they don't do it because I guess the computer decides to take a dive. Pokemon Puzzle League does no such thing. Pokemon Puzzle League is incredibly hard in the hardest level. Even the second hardest level is brutal. Which is why the players of that game are so much better than I am. I know, because I lost a tournament. I mean, I didn't completely lose. I got pretty darn far, but... woof. Yeah, Cave of Wickedness. I think that is entirely left over from the original game. There's no Cave of Wickedness in Yoshi's Island. It's just a panel Dupont thing. Hashtag just panel Dupont things. Oh, I almost had it. Sometimes you can trick the game's mechanics into giving you more combos. And that's always fun to do. Yeah! 2 more. If I can beat these 2 and only use 1 continue, I will have done well. Fine, bring it on. Oh, no. Terminated that one too early. Now the cat is bothering me about something. What is it, cat? Unless you can speak English, I don't care. Yeah, Naval Piranha is kind of a fun boss, really, in Yoshi's Island. We'll be running into him or her once I get through. I think it's Chrono Trigger and then Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I believe that Yoshi's Island is after that, and I've never beaten Yoshi's Island before, so that's really exciting. I'm excited to play that. Yes, you really lost. Alright, Bowser, get ready for some Lakitu. Yeah. Oof, lost control of my thumbs there for a second. Oh, man. I meant for that to be more of a thing, but couldn't line them up in time. Alright, this'll work for a little bit. I don't care. Go ahead. Oops. Yeah, you can do it, Bowser. You gonna fold? Oh, man. Come on, Bowser, you gonna come back from that? Come on. Come on, dude. Supposedly my most formidable foe. Oh boy. That's more like it. Alright, that's a good lineup. Yeah! Bam! One continue. Or not one continue, no continues. That was a one shot. 1 CC. Beat it. Got it on stream too. I might actually highlight that. That was not bad playing. That's what I love about it though, because Tetris Attack has such a high stress amount, but it's like if you're good at the game, then you can manage it. And the stress actually, it makes you play better, as long as you got control over your thumbs. It's a really, really fun game when you're good at it. I mean, apparently it's fun when you're not good at it, because I don't know anybody that doesn't like this game. You should be excited, Lakitu. You pretty much carried this whole game. If it isn't little Yoshi. So this is like kind of... None of this makes any sense whatsoever, but they had to change the ending into something, because this is basically how the ending to the original game goes. Only, it's just that the main fairy character becomes like queen of the whole forest, or the whole island, or whatever. She gets powers passed on to her by the prior queen or goddess or something. I can't read enough Japanese to really know what was going on. I only caught bits here and there. So there's like, let's throw a little Yoshi in there or something for whatever reason. Ha ha ha! Yes! Yeah, this is a very cute game. And it's really funny because like the background is still like this intense red. Because there's 3 difficulty modes in the game proper, but once you beat it on the hard difficulty, it tells you how to unlock the hardest difficulty, which is just holding the L shoulder button up and then pushing start. So it's not really a big deal there. Well, you might like this one. There is a Game Boy version. It's more simplistic, but it's available both as Pokemon Puzzle Challenge and as Tetris Attack. And the Tetris Attack has a Super Nintendo mode as well. Oh, I'm a big fan of Bubble Bobble, that's for sure. Yes. I do enjoy that Bubble Bobble. Alright, well I'll have to BRB while this this credit sequence plays out. I have to get ready for work, but I'll let it play until the end. Meow. I know. Oh, nice. I played Bubble Bobble lots and lots through the years, but yeah, the first time I beat it was actually 2 years ago, with a friend, not somebody I know super well, but he knew the game really well, so he and I two-playered it, and like I still would like to beat a Bubble Bobble on my own. Well, I mean, I suppose you need 2 players, but the thing is that he carried most of the final boss battle, because I just kept dying, so I need to play it again and pull my own weight some more, you know? But yeah, I own, 6 different versions of Bubble Bobble? 6 or 7. Yeah, the funny thing about that boss battle is that it was intended, the whole game was intended to attract more female players to Japanese arcades back in the day, because they were noticing that there was too many males, and whereas in America they'd be like, where's the problem? In Japan they were like, we need more female players, and so they were like, well, let's make a game that forces you to have a second player with you, that way, and let's make it like attractive to boys and girls so that girlfriends will want to play with their boyfriends and then together beat the game, and that's the only way you can really beat it. So, you know, that's typical Taito logic there, is like, how do we attract more female players into the... Oh, duh, dinosaurs that spit bubbles. And then, to their credit, that totally worked. Like, Bubble Bobble is hugely popular in Japan, and pretty popular here, and female players love it, so... the girl gamers of Japan in the 80s, anyway, it really took off for them, so... That started a lot of, I wouldn't say it started this whole surge of, like, cooperative arcade games, but it's definitely one of the more noteworthy ones. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends. I mean, I think that co-oping a game represents perhaps larger aspects of the relationship. If you can't co-op a game, then what are you doing together? That's what I say. But, now let's go play together, under the clearest of blue skies. Does that for a while. Then we should be able to, yeah. We get the true ending screen. Alright. Well, welcome if it's. I hope that you didn't just join us, because I am just leaving. This nice music box version of the main theme. This, by the way, is unique to the American version because Lips has a different theme than Yoshi. Because, as you can hear, it's the story theme from Yoshi's Island. Still done in music box form, just like in the intro to that game. Alright, well, I have to leave like right this minute or I'm going to be late to work. So thank you to everybody who watched this. Thank you to everybody who watches later. I'm expecting some stuff today so I can hook up everything and have it HD compatible and looking much nicer. And tomorrow I'm actually restarting Chrono Trigger. I got 2 days into Chrono Trigger and when I listened to the playbacks they were super buzzy. And I'm like, that's not going to work. So in order to have a YouTube playthrough, since I'm so early in the game anyway, I'm just going to start it over. So, yeah, I mean, good luck to both of us. Alright, see you guys later. Thank you so much again for hanging out.